Use cup measurement for heavy things like butter. In the case of my icing sugar, using the cup measurement is fine because it's light and airy. Now, you know the mixer comes with two pads. So while that is mixing, white, it increases in volume. And then I'm going to turn up back the mixer and it's watery. However, when you use the corn syrup, it still has that creamy texture without the graininess of the icing sugar. Have you ever... I'm going to put a little bit of buttercream on the cake board. Like Miss was explaining that we made this cake board from scratch this morning. You can buy fancier ones. The rule of thumb to buying a cake board is you want to make sure the board is at least an inch bigger than the cake. Alright. So I put down a little frosting to make sure that my cake does not move around. Yes, so it makes it stick to the cake board. It's like glue for the cake to the cake board. So ours is like a 1/2 inch to an inch. Yeah, bigger than our cake, which is good enough. Now if you crumbs from the cake, and I don't want that crumbs in my entire batch of frosting. So when I scrape my knife, is to make the icing firm up onto the cake. So when I put in on the second layer of frosting, it won't move. How many layers of frosting? For this purpose, just two. Usually, if I'm making a cake for a customer, it'll be 3 or 4. Because I would crumb coat, and then I would put another layer on, and then I put a third layer on, then I decorate it. peachish pink color because I don't want it too red. And then we're going to fill the piping bag. Piping bag, you can put the piping bag in a cup, then fold it over and then fill it. We do that because we don't want the entire piping bag messed up with frosting. Because I'm not doing a lot, I'm just doing it over my hand. You take your spatula and you take up the frosting and feed it into the bag. Then what you're going to do, you're going to hold it and slide it down like this because you want to get rid of any air pockets. You don't want any air pockets when you're piping because what will happen is you'll have inconsistency piping. Then I'm going to test it. Bam. Bam. So because we don't have a lot of frosting, I'm going to pipe one in the middle and then like one here, one here, one here, one here. When you're piping, it is important that you use even pressure. If you squeeze lightly and then squeeze hard, what will happen is a little will come out and then a lot will come out. So you want to maintain one even pressure. Now if you notice, when I'm lifting up, I pull it up. That is because I want that nice little sharp tip. If you're lazy with it, it will droop. Alright, I will show one when I don't pull up with pressure. See that?